South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mountaineers offense will take the first swing of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Gashing the knee on the right. He's at the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They feed him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Find some fresh air. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So Notre Dame's offense has the ball for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And, Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, and try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They're facing a third down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football?
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
When you come out and the run game works right away,
turning it on! Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The hand to the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. up with these kind of backers, guys like Bob Golick who just find their way to the football. Second tackle for loss there.
And I just think of physical, smart, tough guys that are right in the middle of the defense, that are firing.
Touchdown, App State! A great catch and run for 6. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
How many first downs is that, guys, on this drive alone? This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in...
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That pass is incomplete.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He wants to throw it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Caught over the middle. It's O'Brien. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Got it behind the line. It's O'Brien. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And as time runs out here in the second quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Now, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now, their offense has got to put some points on the board.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball back.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Irish! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're on 35 to 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. Got to stop turning the football over.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to get.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 6 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Give to the running back. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Using his legs, it's O'Brien. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Still looking on the move. Look out, he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Bunch formation for these receivers. starts the drive trying to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's my way. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Darnold. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball, the clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give on the option. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Here's the return. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Darnold. It's complete to the right. Open space at the 25. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Ready to try the point after. He's looking to the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He's in open space downfield. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Darnold. Bears the pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute rollout.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.